Get up for y'all hosts, y'all. Yes? Ooh, man. Cool, man. It's a weird-ass place to be. This is a work environment? This is like a WeWork or some shit? Y'all think this is too sexy for a work environment? I don't think I can get shit done in this place. I'll be looking for places to duck off and fuck my coworkers. This shit too cute, bro. Like, I come to work, my shirt unbuttoned, lean on the copier. What you doing? What time you got here? I was late. This what up. Oh, but it's cute, man. I like this shit. That's cool. We inside doing comedy shows. Y'all reckless. Like, remember a while ago, like, this felt like really scandalous, right? Like, this would have been like, ooh, what you doing inside? Like, is that, like, a year ago, that's what it was. Like, we back inside, but, like, it still feels a little iffy, you know? Like indoor comedy shows feel like gay sex in college. It's like, I'll do it, but don't tell nobody. I'm on the basketball team. My dad comes up here a lot. Oh, let y'all get readjusted, man. I know there's a lot to take in, man. I know y'all heard him say, welcome, Courtney Reynolds. So I know about 90% of y'all anticipate a little white girl walk up here. Now, I saw a couple of y'all clapping. Y'all was like, yeah, who's this nigga, though? This show's ending poorly. Anybody can go up. I don't know, I feel like at a young age, I developed a lot of confidence with that name, you know? Because at a young age, I realized there's a lot of subtle advantages to being named after a white woman. Right? Y'all love that shit. It's been good to y'all. Like, for instance, I get all the job interviews. Y'all notice I said job interviews, right? Like, that's usually where it stops. Like, I had one call me the other day. They were like, hi, we're looking for Mrs. Courtney Reynolds. I was like, speaking. What, y'all want me to send y'all a resume? Hello? Yeah, I just pictured them hanging up the phone every time, like. We gotta go help Courtney! She's in trouble. Jamal just picked up the phone. I don't think she's gonna make it to this interview. What's crazy is that was an Arby's application. I don't know. Who's buying those sandwiches? I don't know where to get the budget for that. Oh, man. Boston, man. Y'all having a good pandemic? We can talk about it. I'm sorry, I just don't know how to ask that question. It's really just a selfish segue into me saying, I'm having a great pandemic. I can't wait for the next one. Shit's been great, you know? Like, I honestly, it's mostly because, like, as soon as the pandemic hit, March 14th, I inherited a house, right? I inherited a 5-bedroom house in the Poconos, plenty of land. Yeah, I don't have to be here. I didn't skip 20 years of retirement. I could be home. Worried about the kids I don't have. Like, as soon as I got the house, man, it was crazy. You know what's crazy, though? I inherited a house, and I didn't have to kill my parents. It's like I'm living the Menendez brothers' dream right now. It's like, sure, I bought the gun. It was years worth of planning, but I'm at point Z. Don't worry, guys. I ain't killed my parents. They're in Jamaica. Okay, chill out. Or have I just been telling this joke for the last 8 months and solidifying an alibi? You don't fucking know. You don't know. But when the cops come up in this office and they ask where my parents are, they are. Oh, y'all wanna live. I like a crowd that values life. Oh, man. See, I got all that unemployment money, too. Anybody else get that unemployment money? Oh, y'all essential? I'm laughing now. It is funny. You broke motherfuckers. You work for your money? I go online. I press buttons. I get checks. great year. They said there was shame in it. No, there isn't. Bought this whole outfit with money I didn't work for. I don't know, man. I got it all. I got $8,000. I got it in a lump sum. I got $8,000 on a Sunday. Wasn't nothing open. Like, I'm running to the grocery store. I've never bought more produce in my life. I was so sure they were gonna take it back. I'm just like, give me the carrots then. Let me get all the carrots. Let's go all the carrots then. Give me more carrots. Carrots were expensive in April. I got home. As soon as I got home, I went online. Like, I started doing all kinds of wild shit, man. I bought like 4 pairs of dead stock Jordans. Right, that don't mean nothing to y'all, but that's like essentially an NFT. Like, I'm going to sell them to your children. That's a come up, no problem. You gotta wait 20 years. It's a good investment, right? But I also bought a set of gold teeth. Yeah. I bought a set of gold teeth. I bought a set of gold teeth in a pandemic where you have to cover the bottom half of your face. I'm not making good decisions. My parents are gone, nobody's telling me no. Fucking rough, man, rough. But it hasn't been all good. It hasn't been all good. Obviously, the pandemic has had some downsides. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like I haven't seen my parents in 2 years. They've been on an island forgetting about me. 2 years I haven't hugged my mother. You know what I mean? And honestly, it kind of starts to get to you when you think about that kind of time passing. Like I was driving in New York the other day, and I drove past this lady. She had a mask on in the car, right? She had a friend with her, so I guess that makes sense. And she's in the car, and I drive past, and I swear, from the nose up, she looked exactly like my mother. Like the same hairstyle, the same colored skin, the same vein down the middle of her forehead. Like, she must have been mad at her son. So I'm like baffled. I drive up to her, I'm just staring at this woman, like I'm gone, you know? And she must have noticed me, so she like looks to her friend and like, she comes back to the window, winds down her window, and I'm like, I wind down my window, and I just start going out. I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry for staring, but you look just like my mom, and this is just so emotional for me, and I'm so happy, and I just start vomiting at this lady, right? And she was good about it. She was very graceful in it. She was like, I'm so happy I can have you enjoy this moment. Sent me on my way, right? Which is nice, very nice, right? But I didn't really take into account how that must have felt from her perspective. Right. This fine young man drives up on your car like this. She in the car with her friend like, bitch, look! I told you I still got it, okay? You remember when we was at your little barbecue, your nephew kept following me around, I said, watch him? What'd I say? These young niggas love me. What you mean? What? Of course I'm going out over there. What you mean? What? Hold on. You look like my mom! Just like my mom. I haven't seen her. I swear I heard her vagina dry up. It was just, she wound up the window, she just, then I heard, I'm like, those are 2 different sounds. Oh, man. I don't want y'all to think like I'm like discriminatory against old ladies. Like, they can get this dick too, you know? I just don't have an Oedipus complex. It's just, can't look like my mother. Like I was actually down with that cougar like cougar shit. Y'all like cougars? Anybody? You're laughing too hard. Yeah, I'm with her for her mom. They say look ahead to see how they're gonna age. Well, I don't feel like waiting. Now, Mrs. Crabapple. Like, y'all ever heard of a website called Cougar Life? It's like a dating site where, like, as a young dude, you can go on there and find an older woman or some shit like that. Oh, I'm the only one watching Comedy Central at 4 a.m.? It's just me? Y'all, I'm alone? It's a very successful website. Like, it was dope. Like, I actually found a lady on there. Like, I'm an overachiever. Like, my cougars are like 70, right? So I found a girl on there. I found a young lady. Her name was Ethel, right? Now, it's a cute name. Now, Ethel, like I said, Ethel was about 72, 73 years old. Wasn't very tech savvy, but we always had like a good texting relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like we would go back and forth, but there was always words. There was never anything special, you know? But one morning, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, I get 3 text messages in a row. And every dude knows what that means at that hour. Boop, boop, boop. We just got some news. Right, so I'm excited. So I run to the phone, I see Ethel text me, look at the first picture, and I'm just like, yeah, wait. It looked like she took the picture too close to her body. It was just like a fleshy rectangle. It wasn't in the, I was like, maybe that's why she sent 3 pictures. You know what I'm saying? She fucked up the first one, right? All right, fine. I go to the second picture, and again, it was this blurry ass skin color. It looked like the top of her knee. Like she took a picture of the top of her knee. Like Ethel was on some vamp shit. Like this is the 20s. Like I was born in '89. I need moving parts in my porn. You know. So I'm starting to get a little agitated because like it's 3 a.m. You know. So I go to the third picture, and it looked like a Hershey Kiss, right? That's when I flip the phone upside down and I'm like, oh, it's a nipple, okay? Oh. It's just one fucking nipple. That's weird, right? You know what I'm saying, one nipple. So now I'm like agitated, annoyed. I had like half a boner. I'm just like, this is a waste. So I'm about to go like yell at her, give her a piece of my mind. So I start scrolling through the text box to go tell her how I feel. As I'm scrolling, that's when I noticed Ethel just sent me a picture of one long ass titty. It was just one titty. I had to pick stitch all 3 pictures together. Like, this shit go down to you. The third picture had socks in it. I was like, why did your drawing say Nike? She was like, those are socks. I gotta hurry up and get home before she go to bed. Get the other titty. Oh man. Like I said, man, I've been home in the Poconos for the last year or so, 2 years or something like that. It's very nice being in the Poconos. Had a lot of fond memories in the Poconos. Because I moved from the Bronx. And when I moved from the Bronx, it was a huge culture shock, right? Because that was the very first time when I moved to the Poconos, that was the very first time I ever heard the N-word. Right? Think about that. I just told you I moved from the Bronx. You'd have thought I heard nigga all day up there. What I didn't know is I had to move to its source where they used it phonetically. That was just for me and that guy. We enjoyed it. They did. Yes, we did. I'm sorry, I don't want to make it weird. I don't want to make it sound like I was traumatized. I was just fine. I'll just never forget it, you know what I mean? Like I was in 3rd grade, I was in my pottery class, right? What, y'all didn't have a kiln at your school? I'm not gonna say anything, but it shows. Y'all not some kiln having people. So I'm in my pottery class, right? And I'm making a monkey, right? Right, so in hindsight, I probably brought some of this racism on myself. I was making a monkey play basketball, wasn't none of that necessary. So I'm making my monkey, I'm enjoying myself, tongue out, having the time of my life. Just, And then Brian, he sees me making my monkey, he looks at me, he looks at my monkey, he looks back at me, he looks at my monkey, and he goes, what is that, a monkey? Oh, you're a corny nigga. Right? Yo, I too was surprised at his ability to use it in such good context, right? Like, I'm the only nigga he knows. How does he know what a corny nigga is? Like, we don't have BET up here, I know that. Like, where are you getting your information, son? So I didn't know what to do, so you know what I'm saying, I ran and I told the teacher, because I'm a snitch, I ain't got no hood values. I've been up here since I was 8, I'm telling, okay? And the way I see it, these actions gotta go checked, you know what I'm saying? If these actions go unchecked, this motherfucker could be president, we don't know. You don't know where this ends. First they call you nigga in 3rd grade, then they take your money. So, you know, I ran to the teacher, and to her credit, she did an amazing job. She wrote out a letter, had me take it home to my family, explaining to them what just happened at school, and it was what she should have done, right? But she doesn't understand the situation she put me in, because now I gotta go home and tell my very prideful, very Jamaican father, I just got called nigga at school, and ain't nobody dead. I'm like, Dad, I got called nigga. He's like, where's the blood? On your shoes? No? I'm like, Dad, you're gonna be very disappointed. Here's a letter. For you to read. Homework. So he reads the letter, and my dad got so pissed. I've never seen him so upset. Like, he's pacing around the room, air coming out his ears. It's crazy. For like 10 seconds, he finally stopped and just stared at me for like another 10 seconds. And he was just like, so let me get this straight. So you mean to tell me that you're at school acting like a corny nigga? I am not raising no corny niggas. I tell you what's gonna happen. Go get your shit. Go get dressed. We're gonna go to TJ Maxx right now. We're gonna get you the finest FUBU money can buy. By Monday morning, you're gonna be the coolest nigga at school. I'm like, Dad, I think you're missing something. Like, a hate crime just happened. I don't think Fat Albert can help us. Now's not the time for shopping, but I am a 31 medium. I don't know, man. It's cool. I love Boston. Boston's always so fun. I always come out here and enjoy myself and sweat too much. It's like, I've been cooped up in the house, you know? My girlfriend's Chanel, you know? I'm the sexy Jamaican. Quite Jesus-like, if you ask me. It's been me, her, my sister in the house. It's been fucking stressful, you know? It's been nice, but like I noticed something about myself halfway through the pandemic, and that is, I miss white people. Right? Like, a lot of times when I say that in front of white people, they're like, why? We have nothing to offer. What's wrong with you? Have you tried our toast? That's the best thing we have. Put a little butter, sprinkle some parsley. It's very good. Like, I miss white people mostly because my guilty pleasure is that I really like saying nigga in front of white folks. It's just so empowering, you know? Sometimes I just like to throw it in a conversation and just watch y'all deal with it. Like, I was talking to my friend Sean, I was like, bro, I was on the train, man. One of these niggas was doing backflips, cartwheels, and all kinds of crazy shit. These niggas was dancing. One of these niggas landed on my shoe, yo. I wanted to kill this nigga. He was just like, acrobats, you say? No, you're right. We gotta do something about these acrobats on these trains messing up our footwear. I'm like, chill out, Sean. Chill the fuck out, Sean. You passed the test. It's fine. Because that's all it really is. It's just a test. It's just a test to make sure we can bring you around our dangerous uncles. It's like some of us don't play that shit, you know? But you know, it really goes left when we say the N-word and y'all don't react at all. Then we're just like, oh, you say this shit at home. Like, you're awfully comfortable, Hunter. What the fuck? You didn't hear me just, all right. That shit is so empowering. It's so empowering. I like to throw it in like a job interview. You should try it, bro. Quit your job today, go get a new one. You will enjoy this experience. Oh, it's so empowering. It's like, because they ask me the same stupid shit they ask y'all. Stupid shit, right? They'll be sitting there holding my resume, you know. They'll be like, so, Courtney, thanks for coming. So sorry about the mix-up. We were wondering, are you proficient in Microsoft Office? I'd be like, nigga, I can do Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Accent. I can even do OneNote. Can't nobody in this whole office understand OneNote. It's really just a notepad with functions so you can go back and see what you typed in. They're like, sir, stop screaming. Sir, stop screaming, sir. Did you just say nigga at a job interview? I'd be like, did you just say nigga? Because now it kind of feels like I got the job already, no? Let me tell you how this is going to happen, Bob. Sit your ass down. I'm going to be here Monday morning with a brand new FUBU suit and your position. I'm just saying, man, cancel culture is dope as long as you make it work for you. Call me nigga, just tell me you work for Google. All right, guys, have a good night. My name is Courtney Reynolds.